Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next.
Number 2, Denard Span.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Avila is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ballgame.
In the second spot tonight.
Settling in now, Joe Penn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Quintana gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Hunter Pence takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away.
Hunter Pence.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here 0-2. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Buster Posey set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Into the seats, 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And another foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken in by Rollins. Throw in time, and the side is retired. On his way to the plate is the center fielder, Adam Eaton, to get things started here in the home half of the first.
The center fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in is the left fielder, Melky Cabrera. Tapped up the first baseline. Belt is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
Jose Abreu gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Pence moving to his left. And that's the 3rd out. Brandon Crawford makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Quintana into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Striding into the box, Brandon Belt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Angel Pagan stands in. Fly ball out toward right field. Garcia has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Gregor Blanco steps into the box.
Gregor Blanco.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera's there. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Long throw to the plate. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. Back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Navarro has a play. He's got it, and there are two down now. Joe Panic gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's got to start finding ways to throw that curveball for strikes, because if he doesn't, guys will keep taking it and wait for the fastball.
And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Todd Frazier strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Into the windup and the pitch. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Pagan is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out. Stepping in, Deoner Navarro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Turned on down the line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Alex Avila stands in for the first time.
First baseman, Alex Avila.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
To 2-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off for second. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Popped high in the air. Belt is over. Oh, no, he dropped it. But he'll recover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads-up play there to get that second out. Brett Laurie set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. He'll go the short way to Panic at second, and that ends the inning. Hunter Pence started out here for San Francisco with Buster Posey to follow on deck.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Out in front of it, strike one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no, he can't make the play. Hit hard up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Buster Posey stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And there goes Pence. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Quintana sets. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Now a high fly ball down the right field line that should at least get the runner to third. Garcia is back and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The batter, number 35.
Brandon Crawford strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Third baseman,
Matt Duffy bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And on the error, a run is going to score. And he is in there. Angel Pagan is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Angel Pagan.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And on the error, a run is going to score. Gregor Blanco steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Bernard Span stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch on its way.
Jimmy.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Rollins swings and misses as he's behind here 0-2. And here's a swing and a miss by Rollins. He's set down on strikes for the first out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the 2-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Belt has it, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Into the box, Melky Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Joe Panik will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Hunter Pence will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
The 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The tag, and he is out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Buster Posey will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Grounded back up the middle. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Jose Abreu is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Span is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Digging in now, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pence has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Brandon Crawford heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Quintana's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Now to the plate, Matt Duffy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Brandon Belt stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Garcia on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Alex Avila, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home fifth. Brett Laurie will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Brett Laurie.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
1 away, and Jimmy Rollins is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Rollins swings and misses as he's behind here 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Duffy in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and will do it again on 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. Angel Pagan makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Quintana's ready. First pitch on its way. Cue shot here out towards short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Leadoff man retired now for Gregor Blanco. First offering on its way. High and deep to right center field. Eaton going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Denard Span will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cabrera. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Melky Cabrera will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Now batting.
Jose Abreu will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Hit to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Joe Panik is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
David Robertson will come on much
for the White Sox. Number 30, David Robertson.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a high pop-up. Frazier is there for it. Oh, no, it drops. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Hunter Pence gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia is there, 1 away. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Buster Posey will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Eaton going back on it, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
The batter, number 35.
A 2-run shot for Buster Posey as this lead swells to 7-0. Robertson pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2. Matt Duffy ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Eaton. And that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the...
Todd Frazier will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
For the White Sox, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Deoner Navarro will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Alex Avila steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Brett Laurie digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
To Crawford for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Brandon Belt comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Robertson's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled back. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Frazier has room in foul territory. Oh, what happened there? It falls in. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. 1 out. Angel Pagan digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he takes ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit in the air to left. Cabrera over to his left. 2 down. Gregor Blanco will stand in. He flew out his last time up. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Denard Span struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
0-1, here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Cabrera moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Jimmy Rollins digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for the White Sox,
Avisail Garcia will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0-for-2 thus far. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. And he falls behind, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Adam Eaton will step in. A ground-out victim his last time.
Adam Eaton.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside, the throw. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Span. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Panik. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Nate Jones will come on now in a mop-up.
Number 65, Nate Jones.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Oh, and he botches it. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Hunter Pence. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score. Digging in, Buster Posey. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit hard to short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Brandon Crawford ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Around third and being waved on home. Garcia gets it back in, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Number 5.
Matt Duffy comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead.
What's that old saying, guys? The rich get richer? Well, his team's definitely been getting rich here all day.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run scores. Brandon Belt will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Tap fouled at home plate. Bases loaded here. Nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton on the move. 1 down. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Digging in once again, Angel Pagan. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Angel Pagan.
To first. And he is out on the tag. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Digging in, Gregor Blanco. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Sinker misses outside, and he's behind 3-0.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Center fielder number 2, Denard Span.
Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Melky Cabrera stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Left fielder, number
Hit weakly back to the mound. And he's set down 1 away. Jose Abreu will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Todd Frazier will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. High and deep to center field. Span looks up. Gone! A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Alex Avila digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Cueto pauses. Here comes the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he's safe. Brett Laurie will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it for the final out. And the Giants have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And guys, the Giants were buoyed tonight by a fine offensive performance turned in by this man, Buster Posey. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
10 hits, 4 errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Johnny Cueto. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Jose Quintana. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at U.S. Cellular Field, 59,345. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and please drive home safely.
None like it in all of baseball. A look at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Samardzija has his target. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. Span is there, and he has it for the first out. Into the box, Juan Lagares. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Juan Lagares.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That's by him for strike one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Yoenis Cespedes gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number one.
Center fielder, Denard Span.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he's retired here, one away. Into the box now, Joe Panik, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And it's quickly 0-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two. Hunter Pence gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Lucas Duda makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Travis d'Arnaud stands in for the first time. And that swung on and missed for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter, 1-2 now. Hit to third. To second for one. On to Belt, and they turn to a double play. Michael Conforto into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Panik. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Buster Posey strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Duda is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a one-pitch out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Brandon Belt gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. This one's flared out toward left. Conforto over to his right, and the inning is over. Curtis Granderson leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first down of the inning. Samardzija into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Matt Duffy digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Leading up for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Hit to short. Cabrera's up with it. 1 away. Settling in now, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And that's going to land foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Walker has it on to first, and there are 2 down. Jarrett Parker digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Set to deliver on 3-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes moves over, and that ends the inning. David Wright is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Samardzija's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Juan Lagares is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time out.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
0-1, here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. No runs, 2 hits. And no errors on the Mets line score so far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Oh, and he misses it. Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
Lucas Duda gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base. Into the seats, 0-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pence is there. Let's see if they test it. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Now batting,
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Denard Span is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I think I might have seen a flinch there behind the plate, but he wouldn't ring him up.
Shot toward right center, and the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit. Now in the box, Joe Penner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And they froze him on a changeup, if I recall correctly.
Lays off 1-0. Span the runner at first with nobody out. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to Cabrera. One there. On to Duda. A double play. Hunter Pence stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Pence now heading for second. Pence around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple. Buster Posey will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it strikes. Michael Conforto heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
The left fielder, number 30.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Curtis Granderson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Span will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1. Digging in, Neil Walker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Digging in now as Drupal Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's Kelby Tomlinson will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5.
Tomlinson.
Up and in for ball 1. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
And another foul ball. 1-2, here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
The first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Striding into the box, Matt Duffy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Angel Pagan stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out. Jarrett Parker digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. David Wright will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Samardzija gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Push to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Right fielder, number 12.
Juan Lagares will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. To first. And Belt will just take this one over himself for the out. Yoenis Cespedes will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Now batting.
A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Posey has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Denard Span will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Joe Panik will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Hunter Pence tripled last time up, and he's set to bat again here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Duda in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out. Buster Posey will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. A swinging bunt to the mound. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he is in there. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Kelby Tomlinson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Grounded to third. Wright has it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Brandon Belt strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Darno gathers it, and the run is in to score from third. It's now a 3-2 contest. Matt Duffy steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Back here in San Francisco, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th. Michael Conforto will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Runner goes for second. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Curtis Granderson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Lifted the other way out to left center. Moving under it, Span. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Neil Walker takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Span has it in his sights. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
It's time for the
leading off the inning, Angel Pagan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Conforto is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 7th. Jarrett Parker stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
The center fielder, number 2.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and we'll go back to the top of the order now for Denard Span. Lifted in the air out to right. And Lagares will look this one in, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning as Drubal Cabrera, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. Grounded to the right. Annex able to get there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. David Wright digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And Wright running hard around second. He's heading for third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple. Juan Lagares strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2. Yoenis Cespedes stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. To short, hit hard. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th. Lucas Duda steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Joe Panik, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
The right fielder, number 8.
Hunter Pence is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Here's Walker for 1. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tomlinson takes it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Michael Conforto gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Javier Lopez will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9. Alejandro De Aza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to...
Alejandro De Aza.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single. Curtis Granderson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. De Aza runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Oh, and Posey has a cannon. He's gone at second base. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Pagan is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Striding in to start the ninth, Kelby Tomlinson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Brandon Belt will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Will come on here hoping to get the final.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Now batting,
Matt Duffy makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Jerry's Familia is on now to try to close things down. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond.